EV Victim. Today, I will be accompanying you on your journey to explore this EV9 for the very first time in the reason. So what's the idea of EV9? EV9 is the beast, most expensive, with the best technology and safety features of Kia. And it's the flagship SUV and a milestone marking the great transformation of Kia brands to the electrification. So we will be showing what Kia can do in the era of electrification by EV9. And after this flagship vehicle, there will be other smaller segment EVs to feel the full electrification lineup of Kia. So I'm very honored today to present to you the Kia's bold vision to the future. Let's get started. So when we started discussing the EV9, we want to start talking about the EGMP. Any idea what EGMP stands for? EGMP stands for the Electric Developer Modular Platform. It's the dedicated EV platform on Tata Motor. And in Kia, EV9 is the second vehicle built on its EGMP platform, following the EV6. So what's the benefit of this platform? It has the first flat, liquid platform with the long wheelbase, and it enables EV9 to benefit and get the benefits from the longer interior proportion and the driving performance. Let's see how it can take the benefits of a driving performance. Since this EGMP can accommodate the larger and heavier battery packs, we can put the bigger battery in the vehicle. And it allows us to have the longer electric drive range. So it's up to 465 kilometers. So the figure mentioned here, the 465 kilometers, is shorter than the figure already announced to the public, which is 541 kilometers, because it's based on the different speed. So the European specification, the Korean specification, they have low-range battery pack with the rear-wheel drive. But since in our region, we're really upgrading only the all-wheel driving conditions in the long-range battery packs. So this will be a more reasonable, the APR we can reach to the maximum. But it's still very competitive, especially when you are considering the bigger size 20 inches applying to BVAR, which is the full benefit from the EGMP. And also it's combined with the rapid acceleration from 0 to 100 kilometers in just 5.3 seconds.
I'm sorry, so how many motors will be available here? 3 or 4?
2. We have the short range. It has a rear-wheel drive until the motor is located in the rear-wheel side. And the all-wheel drive, we have 2 motors on dual motors. And another benefit we can get from the EGMP is the charging capability. And with the 350 kilowatts high speed battery charging, and with the 800 volts DC charging, it can be charged from 10 to 80% within just 25 minutes. So in case of the shorter battery range, it can be charged only in the 20 minutes, which is very competitive figures, considering the size of this big battery cells. And also, we have another benefit from the EGMP, which is called vehicle to load or V2L. This function is used to deliver the power for other appliances. And why it's important? Because now the trend in Korea and the other European countries, and even like Jordan in our region, they are considering this function useful because this big vehicle can be used for the camping and the outdoor activities. And this 3.68 kilowatts is big enough capacity to run the 5 microwaves altogether. That means you can power the refrigerator and the TV and everything you need for the outdoor activities. And the last benefit we can get from the EGMP platform is the space. So as it gives you the longer wheelbase and completely flexible, you can enjoy the generous seating options, including the premium seating options like the sweeping seat and the relaxation seats. And now let's talk about the exterior. The exterior concept of the EV9 is inspired by the rock-solid and geometry images. As you can see from this board, EV9 actually design was inspired solid and simple and bold images like this. And from the very first glance, you can see the big difference of the EV9 design, that it has very distinctive look looking compared to other EV vehicles available in the market. Because the major models available in the market, they prefer to have sleek profile to maximize the all-electric range. But in the early development stage, we found there is unmet demand from the customers who wants to have the bigger boxy true SUV with the competitive aerodynamics. So we send the direction to this way, but the thing to consider is how to achieve the competitive aerodynamics while making this whole good thing feasible. And here's how. Mainly there are three solutions applied to achieve the characteristics of 0.48. And the first one is the undercover application. It's a first applied index gap. So the undercover is angular shift upward corner helps to have a better performance. And also the 9-inch the wall drag wheel play an important role in the coefficient drag. And the last one is the front air curtain located in the front seat plates that reduce the swerve inside of the building. And then let's move on to the visual innovation. You can see how the design concept is visualized into the actual design. So I can say the most distinctive design feature, exterior design feature of EV9 can be found from the tiger face. So this tiger face, now it's very familiar looking, and this design philosophy is applied to many current models of Kia. But on EV9, it can see bird. How is it bird? There are two types of tiger face available design. And the first one is the clean tiger face. It has only two horizontal lamp inside. At the other hand, the digital tiger face you can find from the GT line. It has small two projection headlamp inside, and it's bringing you the unique experience of the digital lighting animation. Today, you will be having an opportunity to explore the GT line, and unfortunately, the model doesn't have these options because the vehicle we prepared is before the mass production. So this one is the last quality check vehicle. So unfortunately, we're very sorry that you cannot explore this, but you will be having the many images later. And thus, the side silhouette of the vehicle also brings you very solid and simple images. So here, it's starting from the long sleek surface and connected to the upright two-legged pillar, and then refine the roof line and the vertical lamp. But all these images are bringing you the solid but the simple impression. And the polygon aquarium of the rear bumper, rear fender, and you can also find this star red lightning, also Kia's signature design elements. So these multiple features also completes the boldness image of its Kia with the harmony of nature. At the launch timing, we will be operating these 8 colors in the glossy, and 2 of them will be provided in the matte finish as well. And then later next year, another 2 colors in the finish will be available, starting from cycle 5 model. So we choose this GT line here color ocean blue. Today you will see this color converted to digital finish. And the interior. So this is the interior concept of EV9. It's combining modern urban style and the outdoor environment. So please take a look at these photos. It's showing the opposite United. The Kia's also designed philosophy of the interior. And let's see how this opposite United images is visualized in the actual design of the EV9. So here, it represents this design philosophy by applying this rounded O-shape crash pads and this floating white screen. In addition to these features, I'd like to cover some of other features as well. So let's talk about my one. So the first one is the digital sign meter. So digital sign meter works by outdoor camera, outside camera, and the inside FFH OLED monitor. So since it's bringing the images from the camera, you can get the clear and the wider images even in the very bad weather situation. And it's DS first applied item. It's steering wheel emblem lighting. So when you turn it off, this envelope in the middle of the steering wheel will be light up. So it will bring you more like EV Benigris experience. And the next is color touch wire. It will bring you intuitive operation. And it's located behind of the steering wheel, and also you can find the start button from there. And the last one is panoramic line display. That's also kind of the first applied NVIDIA, but internally we will be expanding this screen to most of the models, excepting the small segment vehicles. So what's the difference of this wide display? It's the combination of two wide display, 12.3 inch each, and in the middle you can find the temperature control separately. And next is the people type switch buttons. I think it's also the new, not just in India, and I believe you've never find this from any other vehicles. So when you see these buttons below the multimedia screen, when you are not touching it, it's not showing anything. But when you put it, it gives you a haptic vibration and the lightning, so you can understand if your request is taken care of or not. And thanks to these buttons, we can have a simple and very solid image of the regiments. And the next one is the Meridian premium sound system. Same like Mini 6 and the K8. This UK premium sound system is applied, or this system is applied, and from these 14 speakers inside of the vehicle, you can get the rich and faithful sound. And the next is the dual color ambient farms. Unlike other vehicles only providing one tone of ambient lights, you can set the two custom lighting to the lights for decoration and the concert. And this is the last feature. It's the digital center mirror here. So you can use the center mirror as a vertical mirror and also the digital center mirror. So by changing the letter under the mirror, when you change it to the digital center mirror option, you can get the information of 9.6-inch DCM display, and this information will be coming from the camera position in the rear spoiler. So even in the late night, when there's no light, we can still get very wider and the clear images from the backside. And here is the pinnacle of Kia EV9 interior features. So there are three fitting features available. The first one is the 7-seater. It's standard option for the base model and the GT lines. And the two 7-seater premium fitting options, swivel seats and relaxation and muffin seats. 7-seaters only can be found in the GT line. So this swiveling seat that can rotate 180 degrees is the iconic and the dedicated application of EV9. So you can rotate to face backwards for a face-to-face setting with the circle passengers. And also you can face the sideways to the outside of the door to get and exit easier. So we applied this 330 meters sliding rails here, where you will have the rooming conversation space, like this was. Maybe it's not good enough space for the others, but depending on your purpose, if you have the family members and the kids and children, this will be the good options. And the next option is the one-touch relaxation seat with built-in dynamic massage sets. Today we prepared for the vehicle, and this vehicle has the relaxation seats, but without massage sets. So you can see how it's working and how much space you can have in the second row, and that when you choose the relaxation seats. And this is the other unique space usability we can find from the EV9s. So this one, center console can be used as a tray from the back side. So it's only available in the seating option. So when you choose the seating option, you can also have the center console, and it's long enough to be used for the tray. And also you can find the seats from the EV vehicles, which is called front. In case of the two-wheel drive options, you can have big enough space to actually put something inside. And also we apply from this parabolic washable box. It allows you to open it wider and more easier. And here, this is another milestone in the Kia EV9's design interior. So with responsible of sourcing materials and commitment to the recycling, Kia EV9 is the first vehicle to embrace the Kia's sustainable design strategy. So what's the sustainable design strategy of Kia? It's aiming to phase out the use of leather, and instead we apply these 10 must-have items to these marked parts to increase the amount of the bio-based materials. So especially in seats, usually we apply the leather on the vehicles, toward the Turkish vehicles, but instead we apply the wide PU and the seats strengthened from the corn. So we make it the fully leather-free vehicle on the EV9. And here is the interior colors. So basically there are 3 interior colors available for each trim. On the base trim, you can find the dark gray, light gray, or brown. This light gray is the only available color on the base line. And the GT line, also you can find 3, dark gray, navy, and the brown. And the navy is only available on GT line, and navy is the interior color we prepared for Tweed. Next is the safety features. So it's a basic. We apply the 10 airbags across the vehicle. We don't compromise the safety here. So in addition to the 10 airbags, you can also find various types of acupuncture exchange devices as well. And next is the driver safety and convenience features beyond its glass. In Kia, we call it ADAS, Advanced Driver Assistance features. So there are many different types of driving and the parking ADAS applied on EV9, from FCA to the RSPA. So I will just mention this two. What's the FCA? FCA is front collision avoidance assistance. So when an object in front of you is detected and it's raising the concern to make an accident, automatically the vehicle is providing you the audio and visual alarm. And if the situation is not solved, it will automatically brake the vehicle or that assist the steering wheel to avoid the situation. What's the meaning of 2? What's the difference of FCA 1 and 2? The biggest difference is the hardware. We applied the corner outside the LiDAR, so it detects the objects from the side more easily than the faster. And I believe you will find that this remote smart parking like these 2 functions most interesting. So this is a parking ADAS. It's remotely can park or exit from the parking lot using your direction. It's first working inside or the outside of the window. So it detects, it searches for the slots, the empty slots, and automatically use the steering wheel and acceleration and shifting and find the slots of the parking, and you can also use it to exit over parking. And this is the last chapter of the product introduction. Its dimensions and performance. As I briefly mentioned in the beginning, we get the full benefits of EGN. So we have the longer wheelbase compared to the independent vehicle. But how long? how benefits we are getting. So compared to the tail lights, compared to the tail light, which is the almost similar overall light vehicle and combustion vehicle of Kia, we have 200 millimeter longer wheelbase. It's significantly longer wheelbase than the combustion vehicle. And in addition to this wheelbase, we have a bigger leg roof and a head because of the first level forward in the vehicle. It allows us to have a better, much bigger and wider room, especially on the third row. That's why we can call it the first size SUV that we can accommodate passengers living in the third row. And here is the PC stand. We are providing two different types of the battery pack. The standard one is 76.1 kilowatts, and the big one is 99.8 kilowatts. And in case of the long range, we provide only the all-wheel driving condition with the dual motor. So the power and torque of long range model is 483 kilowatts and 700 Newton each. And the top speed we can reach is 1200 kilometers. And from 0 to 100 kilometers, it takes 5.3 seconds. And in terms of the world electric range in outer region, up to 465 kilometers, but in the laterally 551 kilometers. In terms of the standard model, we are still waiting for the test report to be issued to get the correct figure for the ADR. We will get updated. And here are the last slides on this presentation. Other than this major CE, we have also worth mentioning on the performance, the HVAC performance. For the first time in Kia model, this rear HVAC system is applied that allows to control the temperature of the vehicle fully from front and back. And the other one is no noise, vibration, and harshness. Compared to the other major vehicles, the mainstream vehicles of EV, we have very competitive figures on the NVH. And how we achieve this? We apply the solid turbine form and also the double insulating glasses applied for all vehicles. And the last is the floor panel separate sound of turbine layers. So by applying these three solutions, you can explore the uniqueness of the quietness of EV the most. So this is the end of my presentation. Any question?
I have a question about the tires. So just mentioned now, the tires have a scroll and a turbo for the
Yes.
So does this mean that when the companies out on the market, everything have to stop replacing those tires? They will have to buy those specific tires?
When you replace the tires,
Yes.
we recommend it, but and maybe you are advised to buy different tires in the no-brainer obviously vehicles. So when we launch the vehicle, we will be equipped with this tire, but later on your RFN, you can change it to the other type of the tires, depending on the budget and your purpose.
Yeah. But that will probably sacrifice the...
Yes, the tire is so good. Good. Another thing?
Honestly, I just want to praise you as much as I can. If this is an amazing design. Everything that's mentioned today is just leaning. Just looking forward to looking at the car itself.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one to see the vehicle in person. So thank you so much for your time. Really, I appreciate you come all the way to Hawaii to participate in this event. And I hope you have a better understanding of the product and maybe more excited to explore the Kia's best products ever. So we will be watching the short video and you will be followed the unveil show. I can say show. I guarantee it will be amazing. So please prepare for your phone, and when you unlock the contents, please use this Kia EV9 unveiling cache. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Okay.